right back into the dungeon. And if I'm being honest, I was kind of questioning if I wanted to record this run because I got a couple pretty bad curses. You can see one of the more powerful curses with the little red plus in the corner. And this one, yeah, it kind of maybe limits your ability to jump. Now, 2 damage isn't a lot, but that can add up over time, especially if I'm going up against some real tough enemies. I don't know. And aside from that, I do have some blessings to kind of balance that out, but this is still not a really amazing run. These items are okay. Well, I want to see this out to the end anyway, and this is a great first room, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to see this out to the end anyway, and hopefully not die too hard. I have a lot of bombs, and as you saw last time, bombs can really make a big difference when it comes to fighting any sort of enemies. Oh no. Quickly. Oh yes, and also here's a tinted rock, which this game apparently has. I think there's only one here because that's kind of a special thing, but I'll have to, after I finish this room, be checking that out. Like I said, I got more than enough bombs to be able to take a look at what that is. These lightning mites are very annoying. If you hit them, they will, of course, do damage. Hey, there you go. Now the bombs are extra good. But yes, if you hit the lightning bites while they're lit up, they will do damage. And it is, with something like guidance. Guidance is a great item, not so great when going up against those guys. You can already see how different getting into the dungeon is from the first area. Alright, so I do believe this is a consistent little area where you always find a... I guess in Isaac they would be called crawl spaces. And unlike crawl spaces in Isaac, these ones actually have something in them. I mean, I could blow that up, but that is a major curse. Kind of don't want to. Oh, hey, it's Bathcat and second guy again. Why am I getting so many purple flames? I found the marked rock. Same as usual. Well, anyway, I don't have whatever the key is to get in there, so I'm just gonna have to remember this one for later. And that is one of the more important NPCs to end up getting, even though she is clearly maybe not the most trustworthy. Oh, come on. Coming out of there also made me take damage? Well, that's fine. Ooh, what's this? Seasoned popcorn food will sometimes duplicate itself. Maybe not the worst thing right now, considering my current health situation, but I think I'm not going to... That's just a little bit too much of an investment. And if I don't really get too much of anywhere with this run, I would rather keep the gold for right now. Yeah, well, as soon as you get a little bit farther into the game, your healing options really do become a lot better. There's an upgrade for the shop that makes sure that they always have food in it. Of course, the salt shaker and then the additional 2 upgrades you get for that will really make sure that food is healing for a lot. I mean, you can be very careless with how much damage you're taking once you get a little bit farther into the game. But for right now, definitely got to be careful. And this is the sort of ideal room for guidance to be being in here. To be being... What was that phrase even? Point is, I'm able to clear out each one of these things in a single hit, and it just keeps on hitting. The hits start coming, and they don't stop coming. No. 2,000 gold is pretty nice, but if I want to get anything... Ah! Of course. Hello, Divil. Who are you? I mean, yeah, of course I'm going to. Well, I'm going to buy these because that's a good deal, but also... Ah, thorium chest. Good, good, good. Now I can finally get something unlocked on this next run. I could only afford Waylon's boots this time. And bomb doubler? Oh, sure. can always use more bombs. Why not? And see, this is what I was talking about with pots not really having... Well, that's nice, at least. With pots not really having enough worthwhile stuff to break open most of the time. That's fair. Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, look, you're already leaving the dungeon, so don't worry about it. I mean, that sort of thing does not make a difference anymore anyway. So, 2,000 gold, doing pretty good, but I do know that it's like I really want to get rid of some of these curses as soon as possible. Getting the strength up, but also having minor weakness is not doing me any favors. I do think that the minor weakness is less powerful than the swing up, but that doesn't mean I necessarily want to... Wait. Okay. Doesn't mean that I necessarily want to have both things on, these things on here if I possibly can. Transmute a carried relic. As long as it's not guidance, I think I'm going to roll the bones here, because Totem of Life, the boots... Simple chest is nice, but come on. It was guidance. All right then. I guess. Also, ow. Well, you win some, you lose some. Let's just get down to the next floor already. New NPC. Hey, so this is a successful run that I needed to record anyway. Let's just see what else is going on here. Yeah, Rook's Bomb. Death at 90 degrees. And I'm sure you can probably guess there is a counterpart to that, the Bishop's Bomb. And I think the only synergy in the game if you manage to get both of them at the same time. Ooh, Pilfer Ring. Soak up gold and get a discount at the shop. I think I will actually buy this. This is one of those items where you think, what, gold is automatically attracted to you? Is that really all that useful? You can just go pick up gold by itself. What's a big deal? Except, it does really lessen the effectiveness of pilfers by a lot. And if you do... I missed guidance already. I think the animation was a little bugged out there for a second. But, yes, it really does lessen pilfer's effectiveness. And, you know, you get a nice little discount, too. It's better synergy with some items that I'm not going to be getting anytime soon, but it is one of those things that I always like just grabbing anyway. I get a lot of stuff from shops, so discounts in almost any way tend to be pretty good. I'm of the theory that being able to survive for a very long time is going to be more helpful than hoarding gold as much as you possibly can. And there you go. Besides, you do also get... Oh, no, that was just the Tenderfoot activating. You do also get a... Okay. Which is predictable. But also, yeah, you do also get more gold as you go down in the dungeon, is what I was saying. So anyway, this is going to be a thing now, isn't it? But that's why I got all the bombs. Oh, hell yeah. Whoa, gotta watch out. Those guys can only shoot in 4 directions. Nice try. But yes, those guys can only shoot in 4 directions. You know, basically in the same way that my bombs shoot. So they're actually not too bad to deal with, but 4 of them at once is maybe a little bit difficult. Okay. I don't like the fact this key is whispering to me, but, well, what's a key gonna do? Come on. Oh, no more food in here. And considering how much gold that I've already spent on stuff, it might be worth it to just maybe cash in and go, uh-oh. These imp guys are very dangerous. Exploding the ground underneath you 3 times, and then they got to take a break. But it's still something that if you don't notice these guys immediately, it's bad. Yeah, cash in the gold that I got right now on getting some NPC by joining the loyalty program, like I was saying. Okay, come on. Ah, I missed guidance. Good. And that'll work. And then we got a Toad Vine clone here, which, not a big deal. The actual Toad Vine is a lot tougher, needless to say, but if you get these guys over a pit, they're not going to be doing too much of anything. I guess it's good practice if you do actually want to fight the guy, but for what reason do I really have to do that? Might as well keep opening this up. And actually, meal tickets, not bad at all. Free food at the shop, and you get it immediately, which you usually see it in the shop, which is why it says that. And I'm going to go cash in on it right now, because I kind of need the healing. I managed to get out of that gargoyle fight pretty well, but, well, it's still maybe slightly questionable. You know what, let's just grab the second key. I mean, I'm cashing in everything to get a bunch of good items, and maybe it'll pay off, maybe I'll just die when it comes to the next boss, but either way, we won't know until we get there, now will we? And the next time that I'm able to get to the marked rock, I do have the key to open up that jail cell, which I want to do ASAP. You get some good stuff for doing. Oh, no. For doing that is what I was going to say before getting so rudely interrupted by my own incompetence. 2, 3. Oh, wow, that just killed me right there, right out. Okay, man. I thought I would manage to survive that a little bit more, but no such luck. Well, you know, well, first off, Divil is here, and Divil, of course, provides some items that you can take into the dungeon. It's very nice to be able to start out with a bomb, a key, both. I'm definitely happy to see him here. But there is also some more stuff that I want to do. I got the quest with the... Nah, nothing I can afford there. I got the quest with doing the mushrooms and everything, and I might as well do a full run right now. I guess, more health. Yeah, that's always a pretty good grab at the start here. Purge potion is nice and everything, but blessing and a curse is not that useful. One or the other. That's what I say. And by one, I mean I'm talking about getting rid of curse. I don't know why I said that as if, oh yeah, if I got rid of a blessing, that would be fine too. Holy water is the curse-only removal system, but I do think it's more expensive, or at least less common, something like that. Didn't even get a good amount of use out of my pilfer ring. The pilfer ring's great, but you do need to get it kind of early on, or are planning to have a decently long run to get the most use out of it. I can see how Dibble managed to make a lot of things out of rat bones. There are more than a few around here now, aren't there? Alright, what do you got? Yeah, man. The claw's not amazing. And I am gonna roll the bones here. What? That's really bad. Oh man, that is like top tier terrible. Every time I use a lock? I mean, it's a minor curse, but minor curses do stack on each other and everything. Oh yeah, tiny chest. Also something that can happen in Binding of Isaac, but it's... There we go. But it is somewhat uncommon to see. You see it a lot more in this game, certainly. Good, good. Well... Boy, I hope I get something to get rid of that curse sooner than later. Ugh. Well, the major goal for this run is going to be trying to open up the NPC and maybe happening to see the second boss. All I need is a couple decent items to really make this run start popping off here. I do have a decent amount of health, a decent amount of power from my various upgrades. It's looking pretty good. But that doesn't mean that things can't turn bad almost immediately, and generally tend to do so. This is a game where I think it's a lot like Gungeon, where momentum matters a lot. And if you start losing any amount of health, or maybe start getting cursed up too much, that can, you know, really send your run in a bad direction, even if you manage to start getting a bunch of very good items. And like I was saying, I think that eventually, as soon as you get to most of the items from... Oh, I just thought about it right now. I completely forgot to go get my free item from crafting it at the shopkeeper. Or Forge Master. Oh, well, I'll need to remember that next time. Okay. Much like Bobo, you can kind of bait things out here. Oh, no. Ah. You kind of bait these worms into maybe opening up this door. And there we go. I didn't know that it was going to be a secret door, but hey, if you got the chance, you might as well test for it. Well, anyway, after you start to get some upgrades from the Forge Master, it does start to matter a lot less. Your healing gets better, everything like that, and okay. Yeah. Please, my locks are very sick. And I'm about to use one right now, so what fortuitous timing. Now, this is definitely going to be the episode where I start to talk about those shrines a little bit later. Because I do think that I gave you a little bit of an overview last time, but they are definitely, I think, my favorite part about the game. I said pilfers are probably the most, if I was going to say anything, iconic part about the game. But curses are a neat mechanic. By the way, you can't jump in oil. Didn't really mention that last time, but that is kind of important to know if you're wondering why I'm not doing that. The basic items in a room. I mean, basic items are not meat. That's like seasoned popcorn kernels, as you saw in the last run. I'll just take this. Basic items are more along the lines of keys and bombs. Don't get confused, because otherwise you might think you're going to be getting a huge ton of healing and then nothing. If there was a bomb bag or key rings or maybe just a couple basic items that I knew that was hanging around in some room, pilfers only steal gold after all. So you can leave stuff on the ground if you think you might be finding a potion like that somewhere. Well, it doesn't really matter for that thing. Secret room can't spawn in here. You can leave those around and see if you might be able to get that. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely the first of... There we go. This is definitely the first of the various mushroom quests that I want to get. And I think I was correct when I said that they were going to be behind rock slides in one way or another. Grows in darkness. Doop. Doop. Done. Nightshade thrives in darkness, which, I mean, yeah, that's what the sign said. You don't need to tell me. Well, that's not. Then of course I jump right in there. Didn't mean to do that, but hey, that's how it goes anyway. One of the important things about enemies is that they will flash red very briefly when they're about to attack you. so you will at least know when you're about to be shot at by a bat or a fly. And that is pretty helpful for kind of determining your next move. It's a lot like in Dead Cells, getting an enemy with an exclamation point over their head. Very easy to learn their patterns like that. But that is something that is a little bit difficult to notice when you're trying to just focus on surviving most of the time. So the recent item that I got, the conductor, is... I mean, it's something. Much like everything with electricity, it can easily go awry. Those little tiny chests can be mimics too, so watch out. It can easily go awry because, well... if you're on top of water and you electrify an enemy, well, that's a game, baby. However, most of the time, I'd like to say that it's... Why did I waste the key opening that up? That was completely pointless. Why are you in a secret room? I mean, alright. Really, I'd say that the conductor is only very good if you got that pilfer ring. So you can start to go break open gold in the middle of battles and then deal a shocking, if you will, amount of damage to every enemy. Lightning goes pretty much across the room. There is no place that it cannot reach. But if you're trying to collect gold in the middle of a fight, you're going to have a hard time dealing with the pilfers at the same time that you're trying to also dodge enemies. You know what? This is a good opportunity to show this. You have to make sure that I'm not about to get hit, though. Pretty good. Could be better, but that did take out a decent amount of enemies. Obviously, these ones are not as scary because of the whole... fact that I can kill them in a single hit and at a pretty big distance. But hey, it's here anyway. Well, needless to say that this is, of course, a mushroom-focused room. There's a mushroom NPC right there. There we go. No problem, no problem. Now, I am not going to promise anything about that. Because I do think that I got the feeling that Beltrame is not going to be showing these mushrooms the world. Well, then again, I don't know what Bob is doing. I do know that that is the potion NPC, so I think you can get a good idea. Oh, well, point is, Matatsuke will not know, so don't tell him. This is always a nice room to see. Get a lot of extra gold just coming in here. You know, one of the things about Gungeon was that the secret rooms were mostly unimpressive. I'm glad to see, and hell, even Binding of Isaac, there were a lot of not very amazing rooms. But I want to say it's almost always worth going into the secret rooms in UnderMine. You can get some good stuff. You got secret shops, secret like caches of gold. I've even found a dog in one. You pet it and it gives you a blueprint, which was pretty nice. So yeah, can you pet the dog.com? The answer is yes. Please update your review accordingly. No, don't jump on that. And hey, actually there is 2 secret rooms. Ugh. Well, I don't have any more bombs anyway, but given how the last explosion went, I feel like that's kind of a questionable play. Alright, well, not really too much for Bobo to be doing in here, so it's one of the few times I'm just going to be beating him up. Poor Bobo. But at the same time, you know, live and learn. Hey, here we go. Sewing kit, very nice. That means this has to be a good run now. And I have to really save up a lot of my gold and not just spend it on every item in the shop. What am I doing? Hey, just nice. Unfortunately, can't quite do the same thing getting these things active, but I guess I can go without it for right now. Okay, well, there's the exit, so I'm just going to check in this room real quick. It's always really nice to see the sewing kit, because it becomes a lot less useful later, but for the time being, it is a very welcome sight. Okay, I kind of want to not attack Bobo if I possibly can. Because if I do get one of the pieces, one of the little bits of fire to land in, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Now go out real quick, please. There's a, well, what am I even thinking? I can't get over there. Bobo, destroy all this garbage. Thank you. You are truly a pal and a confidant. I would need much larger range on my stuff. And I don't think that there's like a secret room over here, but are you doing on health right now? Pretty good. I mean, not in a couple seconds, but you know. You can get some pretty good range on your axe, but not at this point in the game. That would be much later on. Yeah. Okay, good. Basic items that would be duplicated by the popcorn kernels also do not include gold. I don't think there's a potion for that, and also that would, you know, spending time drinking potions while pilfers are taking all your gold is maybe not the best idea either. Bam, and okay. But yes, as I was saying, curses do stack, and that's going to become important eventually. So even though you might think, you know, you get like one minor curse, whatever, it's like, no, it can be one minor curse times 5. And that's worse than a major curse. Which rhymes, so you know it's bad. An item that is not very good. I guess. Do like a shovel style in Dead Cells, but I gotta tell you, I don't know. He's gone. Do not cry for that piece of gold, for it is already dead. Or whatever they're doing with it. Eating it? I don't know. Secret room? Secret room. Good. Always a good time to see. Not just rats, but rats on fire. Definitely something you want to watch out. Okay. Whatever. Flying enemies are not affected by fire. However, if you have the float boots, you are still affected by fire. So, how's that for game logic? What do you got? I've been getting some interesting secret rooms so far, and this is no exception. Just forget about it. What do you got? That's pretty bad. But, hey, at least that's a lot of extra bombs now, especially with popcorn kernels working for me. And that's nice. Now, I'm probably almost immediately going to be losing all of that. What with the whole, didn't quite get it. What with the whole, you know, extra damage taken and all that, but for right now, it's looking pretty nice. Boy, I hope I find another shrine or anything. Purge potion? Would Purge potion be worth it? Maybe. Maybe I should have bought that from Dibble in the first place. Probably not. I think I'd be totally okay. You know, I think this could easily be the run where I managed to get the Salt Shaker. All I need is 700 more gold, and despite having major brittleness in my bones, I do think there's, well, this is fairly obvious. And there we are. Cool. Okay. That's actually all the mushrooms, so should be able to finish that. Oh, well, I do have enough bombs to be able to just jump right over here. And this'll do it for the gold that I was looking for. Well, actually, no, not quite. Close, but not quite. 2 slimy chests is pretty nice in a run. Something that mayhaps get rid of curses. No. This is not it. How many more keys? I got 2 keys right now. This is not amazing, but again, I'd like to... It's cheap enough. It's cheap enough. Food tends to be on the less expensive side for the most part, and that's really to your benefit to take it then. Alright, well, not an amazing assortment of items, and 1 pretty bad curse, but it's going okay. I got one of the most important items, the sewing kit, so at least I'm prepared for that for going into the next area. And there's no real point in destroying a lot of the... the pots around there. If it's a set room, I don't think things can appear in pots. Don't quote me on that, though. Ugh. Oh, and they're electrifying the water, too. Well, this is just a bad time all around now, ain't it? Oh, come on. What was that sort of nonsense? Good. Good. And... well, 32 is really not that bad. Considering there are curses that literally have your health, it's more manageable than most. And this is definitely not the time to be opening up the gold when I can electrocute myself on the ground. This is a better time to be doing so. And there we go. That's something. And I will take that food as soon as possible because... oh, no, it destroyed it, I think. Well... yeah, that's not great. I think that's the only thing I can say right now. As I was saying, circle strafing definitely works. Except for this. Ouch. My everything. Come on. Should be totally okay. Pretty much at this point in time, I think I'm mostly just looking for the marked rock before I kick the bucket, because it's not looking great. Let's go. Well, that's pretty nice at least. And hey, it's on sale too. And I'm going to hold off on buying anything else because, like I said, I'm already kind of worried about how things are going at this point in time. Slimes don't have eyes. I guess they don't really know when they're on spikes or not. Good. Always, like, you know, pretty much anytime you see the area going down, you want to go to it, because there's no enemies that ever appear in here, but there does tend to be gold. So it's a worthwhile endeavor. Oh my god, if I want to get ultra cursed... now the question is, do I want to get ultra cursed? No, but kind of? But no. But maybe. I mean, it's an interesting proposition, certainly. Okay. And do want to make sure that I get all this gold before it goes up in smoke. What's this now? I thought I was going into the crawl space. Whoops. Oh well, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll get it on the next run. Dang, that was... my stupid brain said, down means down, right? Whoops. You know, I mean, what's the difference between one down and another down, right? Hey, come on, man. How much more health do you have? Yeesh, those guys are tanky. I mean, considering they are wearing full plate armor, it's no surprise, but still. Now, you know how town works. It means down. Oh, yeah, that's about that. Let's go get that salt shaker, and then I'm going to make another quick trip down into the dungeon and do it right this time. And there it is. Let's actually go down here this time and not into the wrong thing entirely. Oh boy, that's a rough one to come back from. But hey, you do consistently get to keep the key between lives, so it's not a big deal at all. Yes, yes, yes. And I think that's the last time we're going to be seeing these two. Which, great, whatever. So I suppose to get the achievement for beating them in a fight doesn't really matter. Alright, let's just get out of here. Man, empty coffers. That is going to be something. Really got to stop blowing up those purple flame things. What are they called? They have an actual name. I don't remember. Oh, well, there's one more. No, that's just the entrance area locked behind the crystal wall. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Yeah, this would actually be worth taking a purge potion. Also, I think I don't actually have any blessings, so that's not even a big deal. All right. What is it? Unstable concoction. Gold hits the floor with an explosive force. I don't think that reveals secret rooms, though, so... it's something, I suppose. If it revealed secret rooms, then it would be, actually pretty good. Wow. Also do have the mushroom this time, and already overcome the lowered 50 health. Starting to get a lot out of it. Although the fact that I can't keep my health up at all is maybe the bigger issue. Come on. I do have enough bombs. I managed to get a bomb doubling potion at the same time that I had like 10 bombs there. So I'm using these pretty... Oh, I'm walking against a plant. Ah. So I'm using these pretty carelessly. I think I can. I think I got the ability to here. Summoners buffing up rats. Reminds me a lot of Dark Souls in that way. Where it's like, well, don't have anybody better to be buffing up right now. So how about this group of rats that I found? What you got? This is actually not bad at all, because that's healing. Also a lot of other healing, and bombs, why not? It's on sale. How can you not buy it if it's on sale? I ask you. Oh boy, I hope I get some sort of curse relief here sooner than later. The healing is nice and everything, but you know what would be really even nicer? I'm walking against plants again. Why do I just see those as background objects? Yes, you know what would be even nicer, though? Being able to have like a lot of extra gold from opening up chests. Or thorium. Or, well, just about anything. Except for maybe cursed chests. Oh, I'm taking so much damage here. Those imps can sneak up on you so much, and also they do sound like the ghost from Luigi's Mansion, which is a meaningless observation, but I said it anyway. Why can you walk over there? Give me this bomb, and then I'm out of here. Secret rooms? No? Perhaps you would feel like giving me one? Oh boy. Well, this is quite the sticky wicket now, isn't it? That actually makes it so it might be worth keeping some of my bombs. I got a lot of ability to deal damage right now. I got one more area to kind of heal up a little bit before... Aha! Before heading into the boss of the area, so... I don't know. Transmute a carried relic. Well, as long as it's not the mushroom. Okay. I don't care too much. Oh, come on now. I think I do want the Rook's Bomb instead. That could potentially cook food, but that's not really something I'm all that concerned with. I've gotten 3 of those potions over the course of this run. Got rid of Gold Tooth, which would have been great for healing. Got rid of Cleaver, which that Gold Tooth turned into, which would have also been great for healing. That makes it so it's a higher... So enemies will occasionally drop food. It's random, but you tend to get at least something from it. And now that got rid of Unstable Concoction for nothing. So, not particularly impressed by the D4 potion thus far. Let's just say that. Rats glitching out. Good stuff, good stuff. Big fan. Also big fan of that, because I'm going to be just throwing bombs with reckless abandon as soon as I get into the next boss fight. They were effective before, they'll be effective now. As I've said before. Well, no easy check for a secret room there. That's fine, I guess. Oh boy. That's going to start on fire immediately, and here come the gold. Yeah, you definitely want to take advantage. The game gives you, like, one... The game gives you, like, 1 second before you enter a room to kind of scope out the area, and you really do want to take advantage of that. Well, I'm getting pretty lucky with the amount of healing that I've been getting, and then I squander it immediately. So, that's cool. That's cool. Cool. Well, that would be some healing, certainly. Worth it for that much, though? Nah, I don't think so. Sure. Because, again, I got one more area before a boss. I feel like I can probably do some good stuff with that. And besides... As long as I can kill stuff quickly. As long as I can kill stuff quickly, you don't need to worry about dodging. Which has just been maybe not my best dodging attempt so far. You know, I'm sure that I've already missed... Oh. I am absolutely sure that I've already missed the... Nope. I hate that item. Puts down oil around you, so if you're on fire, you're pretty much perpetually on fire now. Not a big fan of it at all, and honestly, maybe the only item in the game that I will refuse to pick up. Because I just think it's so bad. Lets you jump on oil, though. Not worth it, but that is part of its repertoire. Good. At least Mushroom's still backing me up here. Can always rely on that thing. I got a feeling. Yep. And this looks like it should... I don't know. This is a less than impressive secret room for the most part. Maybe there is some sort of secret around here. We got to blow up that rock or something, but I don't think it's worthwhile. I'll at least check out the rest of the barrels just on the off chance that I might get some more food. And aside from that, it's not looking too great as far as surviving on this one goes, but I'm going to try anyway. I hate this curse. There's a lot of major curses you can get. I just happen to get the absolute worst one. And for what? 3 keys, I think it was? Not even remotely worthwhile. Alright, well. Oh, yeah. Can go into the next area if you want to take 8 curses. No. No, I don't think I will. Tell you what, if I do happen to have a very small amount of health by the time I'm about to leave this room, maybe I'll just choose to go into the next area rather than fight the boss. I think that that's a totally viable strategy. Just based on the fact that, well, I'm not going to have any chance against the boss. Maybe I can, even through all of the curses that I'm going to get. And one of the curses can be lowered amount of gold you can carry out of the dungeon with you. That I'll be able to get more gold just kind of exploring the next area. Like I was saying, you do get more gold the farther down you go. Alright, well, that's something. I think this also gives me a free potion. Cool. And that's actually not a bad free potion, because that is regeneration for a full minute right now with the buff up that the Miner's Flask gives me. Okay, okay. Not just a rat. The Aegis procking down there is something, isn't it? Well, it appears to have stopped procking. Oh, well, Still making it work, but man, taking that last little hit there was not good. You know what? No. Then I walked immediately into it. I had a good idea going in and everything, but my own incompetence has made it so I now will die. And so I die. Then falls Caesar, I guess. There. And one more bit of gold before seeing if there's something in the shop that will save me. Save me from this nothing that I've become. Well, if I got it a little bit earlier, maybe. I guess. Yeah, those little, those things in the middle of the room can, in fact, cook food for you, which is pretty nice, but also, I don't know if that's something you really want to rely on too much. It is something that I would, but that's because I am already in a bad position. Thorium carrying statue. Definitely not opposed to seeing that. You don't get those sort of things in the gold mine, after all. And then... oh, good. Good, good, good. Ah, watch out so that I don't get hit by that. Really got to be a little bit more careful. Or not. Whatever. It's fine. It's all going just peachy keen if you were to ask me right now. Well... I mean, I don't know, man, because I'm about to go fight a boss, and the boss is not going to have any chests in there, so... spoke too soon now, didn't I? Well, let's just get in here and see what's up. Okay, well, that's an immediate great start. Right into me, eh? Come on now. Alright, well, I'll meet you back at either... oh, no. We do have Lilith and we do have Beltrame, who is now in the thing here. But then I'm immediately going to be going back to Mortar and... the electric enemy. I mean, one of the things that... One of the things that Arcano said is that, lunch. Oh boy. Matatsuke is not going to like that. Haha, none. Don't even worry about it. Whiplash? That's kind of okay. Here, let's see if I can't get a little bit more lore before seeing what's up. When healed, heal again. Yeah, sounds great. Please. Managed to get that one in my last trek through the dungeon, and yeah, it seems like something pretty good. What else would I want to buy here? I feel like basic equipment would be worth it, but I don't know. Yeah, Bob is looking a little bit different these days. A lot less like a sheep. Oh, you only actually seen 2. Yeah, and here's where you get upgrades for potions, which is okay. Oh yeah, I got this thing. Which, summoning helper dudes is not that great. All right, here we go. Altars. Yeah, thus far I've only had 2 blessings that I could get at altars, but now I'm getting a lot more. That one's nah. Balance, more damage. I mean, I think hardiness is more healed. Balance is more damage for thrown weapons, and I can't remember what the other one is. It's something. And these blessings are all very useful. Because now it's not just in secret rooms that shrines will start appearing. It's everywhere, pretty much. You tend to see them at least like, I'd say you got like a 50-50 chance of seeing them on any individual floor. And you can get even more blessings from them now. Now, each blessing, of course, comes with a minor curse. But that's sort of basic. You get basic upgrades through the magic of blessings, which is fantastic. I'm actually a big fan of that. Because one of the things with something like your Binding of Isaacs or whatever is sometimes you'll get a bunch of items that will do wacky effects to your shots or whatever, but you don't get your basic upgrades a lot of the time. And that can be an issue. However, with something like blessings and the ability to just find blessings sort of scattered around here and be able to get a choice of which ones you're going to take at the cost of a little bit of cursing, I think is a very neat mechanic for the game, and I really like seeing it in here. It lets you get some of your basic bread and butter upgrades at a cost, but then also just it's so much more useful than trying to hope that your item room contains something good. So as such, I am going to be switching. I'll get back to Mortar and then call this an episode. Feeling a lot more confident now. I got 4 stacks of the deal more throw damage, a ton of health from Mushroom, and Guidance and a Sonic Boom. I got a very good throw build today. Hopefully I won't throw or whatever. And also Bombushka, which might be something, or it might kill me accidentally. Let's go, Mortar. Oh yes, I also have that cracked orb thing that gives you... increased damage against enemies after you hit them. Which is pretty nice. Should be able to hit many a foe right now. Okay, stop getting in here. And in fact, do this. Berserker Potion for even more damage. Surprised I can hit it in mid-air like that, but hey, I'm not going to complain. A lot of water in this room you got to watch out for, which is clearly intentional on the part of the developer here. Oh, there we go. I guess, yeah, I destroyed some of the arms. Yeah, that'd do it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And with another blessing that increases gold income, it's not as much as I was kind of hoping for, but it's pretty good. Blessing explosiveness. I'm sure that's not going to come back to bite me in any way. How could it? How could it possibly do so? Anyway, here's another piece of the phylactery. Cool. Don't need to curse myself like crazy to get into the next area now. Good, good, good. Well, it is an easy way to get a lot of curse if you're going for that particular achievement. Let's go. I did get the Pilfer Ring because I wanted to pick up stuff as fast as possible. I got there's no real reasoning there. Just what I wanted to do. Hall's map, much like the last one, not recommended for use. Yeah, I'd say. See, it's that sort of thing. Like, look how good that is. And, you know, like I was saying with the blessings, wealth is maybe every time I see that, I immediately take it. Because it is just straight increase the amount of gold you get. Oh, this is a great build. It's just a straight increase the amount of gold you get, which is, yeah, pretty important for a game entirely based around that. You know what? What do you got? Oh, thorium chest? Sure. I have actually quite a bit of thorium right now, but hey, never have enough, can you? Okay, okay. Anything else that I really want to buy? I guess give me the steak. Aegis? Sure. Because if I'm being honest, I think I might got a shot at the last boss here, and this series might be ending even more abruptly than you might think. And it was already planned to end up pretty abruptly. Wolf spiders are pretty much spiders, except more. They look less like the spiders you see in Don't Starve, though, which is a little disappointing in some way. Sure, sure, sure. More healing, why not? Halls of Din. It's pretty much just, halls, I would say. Oh, there's an imp somewhere here. That's what's getting me. There. I mean, they're just halls, basically, spooky, haunted, perhaps? You know what? Not even perhaps. Most definitely. But I mean, manageable? Absolutely. I wouldn't really say there's going to be any problem. Ugh. I'll destroy my bombs. And do I? Sure. I do have some healing there, but I forgot that you don't automatically pick that up. You actually have to interact with it, which is an important distinction to make. Whoops. Very interesting. Not a problem, though. Let's watch this. Look at it go. See, I told you, the Pilfer Ring is great. Could remove this curse, but I mean, I don't even know what else I would want right now. Give me healing is more effective. Well, I can deal with it. Okay. I'll do it. And it does look like I could probably light up the torches around there, but I have no idea how I would. I have a pretty good swing right now, and even that's not enough. I should probably be killing these spiders. It's completely unnecessary. They don't drop anything, but they do add to my stacks of mushroom. So that's an important thing to remember. With the discount and the increased prices fighting over each other, I still do get a little bit of a discount. Oh, there's a skeleton back there. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Skeletons in the halls of Din tend to not stay still for very long. You know, those cursed pots could probably be dangerous, but not with this build. And also uber glomps. They, oh, of course. Of course, that's why my pickaxe was trying so very hard to get over to that area. Well, now you can start to see these things kind of properly fight. Like I said before, the big deal is that they can only shoot in cardinal directions. So you're actually pretty safe when it comes to fighting them. You should be if you're playing competently. As long as you keep your positioning tight. I have 14 bombs. Let's do a little test. Cool. Anything else? I did manage to get a secret room within a secret room on this run, so don't say it's impossible. I do need more keys, so that's totally fine with me. Now, I don't know what these things actually do. They get spawned from the cursed pots, they latch onto your face, and then I don't know. They're purple, maybe they curse you in some way. That's usually a pretty safe guess. Maybe if you get X amount of them on you, they curse you. Oh, great. I'm glad that the tiny purple flame got here before me. Oh, this is a fun fellow. It's a throwbow. And, well, it's Bobo, but already starts off being aggressive. And then also will throw things at you. Which is just fantastic. I'm sure you can probably tell. Come on already. Ah. They can also fall into pits like regular Bobos, but... And honestly, I'm okay if they do, because they're very obnoxious. Yeah, I know what you're going to do. Don't even. You can tell because they have glowing eyes. Living statues have glowing eyes. Non-living statues don't. Oh, come on. You know what? Just do a secret room test, because I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, okay. At least I got that all. Stood on that a couple times. You know, I said before, you got that little momentary pause to kind of scan the room, and you should really take advantage of it and not immediately walk forward. Those are fun characters. Not as easy to bait out some secret room checks with those things, but they also deal a lot of damage to enemies as well as you, so it's not terrible. Hooray! And what is that, seasoned popcorn, I think? Yeah, the best type of popcorn is gold popcorn. Because, well, it works for gold like the popcorn does for everything else. Gold will sometimes duplicate itself. It is, should go without saying that is extraordinarily powerful, especially with the pilfer ring. Because usually popping around on the ground, I mean, that is my go-to build. If I see golden popcorn, if I see pilfer ring, it's like you know you're having a good run. And yes, Castlevania style, the red skeletons will get back up and start telling jokes if you... I hope people really like that gag that I just said. You know, the over 70 audience that watches this. They'll get back up if you leave them alone. Get rid of you. It seems like those things do eventually go away, the purple flames, because I don't have one on me anymore. But it does seem to take a while, and they do follow you through rooms. What is this, extra health? Sure. Why not? I'm already working with a mushroom. And secret room test? I'm not seeing much of anything. Bambushkas, they're great. Don't get in their way though. They will not hesitate to take you down. I have no excuse. Anyway, I got 2 more areas, and that's 2 more shops, 2 more heals for free, so I should be fine. Wait a second. Okay. Well, Like I said, free secret room test, if nothing else. Awful. But dealt with just fine. For keys, I'll do it, because I'm curious. Wow, didn't see that coming. I still get a chest, though, so it's cool. I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. Oh. Anything that's right next to the health bar is pretty hard to see. Should go without saying. I was kind of hoping that there might have been a key in here. Only one more is putting me in a frightening position. And if I'm being honest, I think this is about the point in time that I should, because this might be the final episode. Yes, 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 don't even worry about it. And there you go. That's now a new NPC. Sells shop upgrades, needless to say. It's a pretty important one, I'd like to say, because that's the one that, you know, helps you expand the shop. And shops appear on every floor, and they offer a variety of merchandise. And usually pretty good stuff at that. Especially because you can eventually start to get reroll machines, and that is quite nice. What up? Yes, that is fine. Poppy's going around trying to collect the gold. That is adorable. I didn't actually pay any attention to what was in the chest, though, so I guess it's going to be entirely blind. All right. Cool. Good start. Not bad. Yeah, that's okay, too. I mean, it's not the best, but I did get a decent amount of gold out of that. No, you won't. Rowring is going to die after this. I would like to make that absolutely clear. Okay, so I got a lot of healing on the floor and also throwbow. Ah! Get out of here! Why do you keep doing this to me? Don't you pick up any of the gold things. I don't want to have to try to collect gold while doing all this nonsense. Okay. Throwbows are also one of the few things that can actually kill pilfers. It will pick up pilfers and throw them at you. And unfortunately, the pilfer does not survive. Oh, very nice. I think that's more secret rooms, which, you know, wouldn't be the worst thing. I do still have a lot of bombs, and I do still have I have gotten a lot of very impressive secret rooms thus far, but nah, not this late in the game. I'm up into the stratosphere. I got damage boost there by one of the bonemen. I've had that happen a couple times. The amusing thing is when you're trying to go through a door when that happens, and it just, you pretty much land on top of enemies then. God, I love the pillar ring. It's it's an item that I totally. Oh, there's an imp in here. Why am I even bothering with that? I have such a buffed up throw that even in melee range, I should be throwing. I have, what is it? Yeah, 4 stacks of balance there, as well as bouncing and everything. Why even bother with anything else? Good. Now, I do see the imp this time. Thankfully, I do have a lot of healing on the ground right now, so this is not that big of a deal. Not a very jump-friendly room, though. So don't expect to play any janked-up Mario Party around here. I don't even know why I said that. I'm going to throw down a bomb as a check. Hey, nice. I do need more keys. There's not a whole lot of rooms left, but there's enough that I want to fully explore them. Especially because, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm getting a lot of... Yeah. Ooh, that's rough. That's actually not as rough thanks to the mushroom really buffing up my health. But normally what Frailty does is it might be a minor curse, but it halves your health, which is bad. Oh, That's pretty much the one type of curse that you get that is, despite being called minor, is absolutely not. And one more, just that. Nothing. I don't know where that secret room is then. Yeah, it's a curse, but it's a bad curse. But thankfully, due to the mushroom, I am able to keep 200 health regardless. So that's just fine. It's one of the few things you can do to counter that, aside from, you know, not getting cursed. Hey, good starting room. Yeah, the thing that makes this extra useful with popcorn is popcorn, when the gold pops, it goes everywhere. Just absolutely everywhere. And pilfers will very quick... body blocked me. And pilfers will very quickly start to pick that up. However, if you have the pilfer ring, nothing doing. So you can get pretty much everything. And you can get, like, more than double the amount of gold that is getting dropped from the statue if you get lucky, because it can pop multiple times. It is the most potent combination, and it is the only one that I would consider, like, super overpowered as far as, well, collecting gold goes. I've gotten it quite a few times, since there's not a... Oh, boy. No, this is a very poor room for me now, isn't it? Those assassin fellows, blackguards, I believe they're called, are not very friendly. Oh, well, the shop will have me covered as far as heals goes. I don't think summoned enemies count towards the mushroom, which is unfortunate, but... Besides, skeletons are also tanky enough, being late game enemies, that they can really take a hit. Can really take a beating. And I'm getting a little bit low on health, although this might help. Enemies have a chance to drop meat. There's certainly enough enemies in the halls to make it worth it. Especially if I break open some of these webbed cocoons. Because those things contain 3 spiders each, and each one has a chance of dropping a thing. They're not considered summoned enemies, so... Ah! Oof, oof. That was tray rough. But again, once I get into that shop, it should be fine. I will also take that. Ouch. Thank you. Well, what is this? Okay. Secret in a bottle? Secret shop in a bottle? Gotta rub me the right way? Why not? Cool. And hey, I'll take it. Not the one I was hoping for, but... Well, at least it makes it easier to... Swing damage? Nah. At least it makes it easier to, get, buy stuff. Buy stuff is the word that I was trying to think of, but completely escaped my mind. Should have probably checked for Mimic first. Good. Good. Yeah, the increase to healing is not much. It's like 3. It was like a full 10%. Oh boy. Whoa, Nelly, what a deal. But oh man, is that it? Oh, well, let's go. Nori, Spectre of Darkness. Now, every boss is an elemental boss, so it's no surprise that that includes Nori here. Oh, you... Ah, and it curses me? How frustrating. Just gotta make sure that I don't. And I do believe that the way Nori works is that he starts to gradually take less and less damage the darker it is in the room, being a elemental, of course. Also going full-on Gungeon now, ain't you? Even though he is cursed to take more damage, it's not much. Because of, you know, the darkness. Anyway, I don't know how to relight up those fires, or if there is a good way to do so. Or if it is even possible, to be honest. They do just seem to kind of like light and unlight, as is their prerogative. Really not too bad of a boss. It should be pretty obvious. Oh, I'm out of bombs. Well, that's unfortunate. I was getting a good amount of damage out of it. Hey, hey, hey. Hands are getting a little grabby here, Nori. All right. Oh, great. Oh, come on now. And also starting to attack me fast enough that I need to, like, just jump whenever I see. Yep. A critical 0. Oh, that's very irritating. Oh, what? Don't you do your judgment thing. Okay. Oh, you are the worst. There, man. Last second there, baby. If I got killed by If I got killed by that hand coming out, I would have been very upset. Great. What a good... I mean, it's always a random thing that you get from the end of these boss fights, but... Really? And really? Let's go. As is the cycle. Anything else? I guess. Looking pretty good. So yeah, this is the end of early access. And then, of course, you immediately die. But hey, at least you get to keep all of your gold at the end of this. I can appreciate that. The way he entered, by picking up a cursed object. Aha! And a pretty good Rowring, you will be remembered. Alright, let's see what we got going on here then. Nothing else to be said? Okay, well, fine. Oh yes, and here's the new NPC then too. Great. Very good. Tempting. Expand the shop's item supply is pretty good. Just a straight upgrade. And the food supply, also great too. So let's take a look. No, not that. Deal more bomb damage. And much like everything else you craft with thorium, you are able to do quite a bit with it. Yeah. And that's quite expensive. But it is the last upgrade there, too. I think you would be good. You would be good. More blessings at altars does matter a lot. I think they would have had something to say about the fact that I do have 2 more of the shards. Might have kind of broken the quest, though. Anything else good? Oh, what is this apple thing? Turns food into golden food. What? Well, I suppose we'll find out the next time there's an update to the game, because for right now, that's pretty much it. Oh, yes, and here's what it looks like if you craft something where you already have an item. I mean, it still appears in the dungeon. You just don't get to start out with it, which is unfortunate. All right. And oh, yeah, you can see the little mushrooms here. No. Well, that one's okay. This is pretty good, because random amount seems to be like anywhere from 0 to 500 or something like that. So you can actually get quite a bit. You know what? Just because I can. And then you. Here's the reroll machine. Works off of blood. And as much as I like that, I want more of these. Because the ability to re-roll shops is worth a lot, let me tell you. Sure. More and more, and I guess I don't actually have enough to buy, like, anything now. Get a bomb upgrade or 2. Alright, so, since I do have the crystal bombs now, right before we end the current series, I guess, 2 episodes. How about that? Let's very briefly go check out New Game Plus. Okay, yeah, you can see how this is New Game Plus now. Jeez. I don't need a key, I need a bomb. So that I can at least see what's in the place. Well, anyway, you can already see how there's so much more gold dropping here. This is more like dungeon levels. As well as, apparently, a lot more enemies. Jeez. Robolf. What a name. Anyway, come on, just give me 1 bomb. No, this isn't too bad. Not compared to the last room, at least. All right. Oh, right, it explodes. I forgot. Yeah, to be honest, New Game Plus doesn't seem too bad. This is manageable. Like I said, I'm kind of keeping one game not on New Game Plus so far, just to make sure that I have a little bit easier time for when there's new content. Can kind of prepare up a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Drops bombs. That'll work. Could just give me a regular bomb, but I guess not. Yoink. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see how much this heals first. Yeah, full heal. 182. It's... Random amount seems to err on the side of more than usual. Would like to see what the golden apple does, but not too worried about it. There we go. So up here is another NPC asking for quiet and more barrels that never seem to drop anything. No, I do in fact have a couple maps. You get one every time that you... Oh, it's me. You do get a map every time you go to a new area. Now this is what you would call a bad idea on New Game Plus. Not recommended for use indeed. But hey, at least you get a good start here as far as how much... wow. As far as how much gold you get. Gold almost always spawns in the... Come on, get up there. There we go. And I think it's just the same thing each time you go down here. There's a couple other areas that you can open up with... There's a couple of other areas you can open up with the crystals, but this is your basic shortcut. I don't know if it's something you really want to use too much, because you do miss out on a lot of items. But hey, it's here. Yeah, this is not nearly as powerful as I was. Well, maybe. I don't know, I didn't really feel like I was doing too much less damage, all things considered. And come on. Okay, that was close. You can see it doing a little bit of shimmy shake. You also do miss out on beating bosses, and it seems like that's probably the best way to go about getting blueprints. It seems like they always are guaranteed to drop some. Now, come on. That's absurd. Come on now. There. See, I mean, you can still manage it just fine. It's just... I think that the map saying not recommended for use is right about that. I do think that I'm not going to be able to kill this necromancer before I'm completely swarmed with skeletons. Oh, come on. You could have at least let me get the gold. The only reason he did it poorly was because I made him do it poorly. All right, well, that is UnderMine for right now. I hope we get a lot more updates in the future, but for the time being, that's pretty much what the game has to offer. There's obviously a lot more upgrades and everything to get, and really I can go back to my original save file, which I have most everything on at this point in time, as you can see. And it's like you get a lot of stuff. Yeah, behind one of the crystal doors, you get memberships. Black Offering gives you a ton of options for stuff at shops. Din Sensor starts you out with 3 stacks of a basic blessing, which is pretty nice. Most everything else, though, I mean, it's just kind of what you expect. And can I also just take a look at the various items you get? Still missing a few of them, despite doing most of everything right now. Gold bombs explode into gold. Resurrection's pretty nice. Yeah. Never actually saw the pocket grill. Good for healing a lot. Crowns are great. 4-leaf clover's interesting. You only get like 1 piece of gold, and it can be of any size, fairly large or not. Is that a piece of cheese? Okay, then. Sure. I guess that's an item. Yeah, when you combine the Rook's Bomb and the Bishop's Bomb, it turns into the Queen's Bomb, which is why there's no shop cost. Can't actually buy it. A couple other bombs here that I never unlocked. Oh, this is a new one, I guess. Holy guacamole. Ugh, terrible. This was what I got when I originally beat Nori, and it's like that felt like a very good item to start out with. Just two blessings at any altar, or 2, things to get rid of. A pickaxe? Huh. Well, that is pretty much everything for UnderMine for right now, and I'll see you when there's an update.